Hi everyone. Today I'm going to share some of my thoughts on Voyage d'Hermes, which was released in 2010. It was created by Jean-Claude Ellena, and he's been the in-house perfumer for Hermes since 2004. And during that time, he has created over 35 Hermes fragrances. And Voyage, this is the eau de toilette. This is one of the perfumes he created. I have a 5 milliliter mini here for you to see. The actual bottle has this metallic part which moves, and you have the atomizer in here, but in this case this is basically a cap which you have to pull out or pull off, and then you just dab it on. And so Ellena really comes from a family of perfumers because, interestingly, also his father was a perfumer, and his brother is a perfumer, and also his daughter is a perfumer. So that's something I find really fascinating, to have a whole family of perfumers around you. And probably one thing that contributed to this fact a lot is that the Ellena family lives, or at least has lived, in Grasse, the perfume mecca of the world. And Jean-Claude spent his childhood in Grasse, so I guess that has played a huge role. So Jean-Claude Ellena's style in perfume is very light. It's very fresh and very high class. It's quite distinctive. And the Voyage, the two scents, the eau de parfum and eau de toilette, really follow the line and the style, the hallmark style that he has created over the years. So the most prominent note in Voyage is cardamom. This is a cardamom perfume done to perfection. It's a very realistic cardamom, and to me, as a Nordic person, it really reminds me of cinnamon buns. And cinnamon buns can't really be done without cardamom. So it has a very delicious smell to it, and it's not gourmand in any way. This is most definitely an almost aquatic scent, but it's not really watery in any sense. In the opening, you do get a blast of lemon, and the cardamom is there throughout the whole Voyage. And in the heart notes, you can also find spicy notes. Actually, the spices are present throughout the journey as well. And Jean-Claude has also used tea, and you can also get like a juniper berry-ish kind of vibe from this fragrance. So now you can probably, if you've never smelled it before, you probably can kind of imagine what I mean with cardamom, lemon, spices, which are the core notes, and then some tea. And in the dry down, you will get a little bit of woodsy notes, and some claim that you can also smell flowery notes. But so far, I've had this on my skin once again for an hour. So it's basically in the heart notes at this point, but I've never really been able to smell any flowers. Introducing my tiny little puppy. I'm not sure whether any of you really agree, but I also own Kelly Calèche by Hermes, and it has these hay kinds of notes, like dry hay on a hot summer day. And in the very beginning, I also get like a tiny amount of hay notes. Maybe it's just due to the distinct style of Jean-Claude. Go figure. But they really fade quite quickly after the top notes have passed. So, as many other reviewers have already said, this is a beautifully done cardamom. The downside of Voyage, at least the eau de toilette, is that the longevity is not great. I have a pretty normal, neutral skin, not too oily, not too dry, as you can see, and it lasts about 4 hours on my skin. Poof, then it's gone. And what comes to the projection or sillage, it's moderate or even quiet. So as Drac Doc said on his review some years ago, you really have to move around for other peoples to notice that you are wearing this scent, or then you have to pass them by in a rush, and that's when people can even notice that you are wearing this fragrance. But otherwise it stays relatively close to the skin. It's not bombastic in any sense, so it also adheres to the high class and fresh and subtle style of Jean-Claude Ellena. Overall, if you feel intrigued by my review, my opinions, or if you get the chance to smell this, I recommend that even if you're at an airport where you have so much to choose from, if you see this bottle, at least try it. You don't have to even spray it on, but just sniff it, and I would be glad to hear what you think about Voyage. It's really unique, unlike anything else, and it's suitable for winter time. It's pretty good in the summertime as well, and especially in warm weather like this, for example. It's about plus 20, 23 today. It's relatively warm already in March, and so you get more of those woodsy notes in the dry down. But in the winter time, when it's freezing cold, the main notes are limited to the cardamom and the spices, and you barely get any lemon if it's really freezing cold outside. Alright, this actually became a relatively long review for such a simplistic and beautiful fragrance, but I hope that you have enjoyed it. If you like this review, remember to subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next video. Take care.